Thank you for watching Policy and Prejudice. There's a new book out on the Obamas. What would you call a book about the Obamas? Well, Jodi Kantor just chose a simple subject. It's called The Obamas. That's the title. Kantor is a writer for the New York Times. This seems to be the first, well, it's not an insider book because she writes for the Times, but it's an insider-like book because she interviewed 33 members of Obama's staff in order to come up with this information. This book is very revealing. I have to admit, I'm kind of looking forward to checking it out myself. It talks about internal rivalries within the first few years of the Obama administration. Rivalries that center around Michelle Obama and her feelings regarding Barack's health care bill and her feelings regarding former Chief of Staff Rahm Emanuel. It seems that Emanuel was about to leave the White House earlier than he actually did. Obama made him stay to help to finish off the bill. I think a lot of the negative flack that Obama was going through had gotten to him during those days. Ironically, Emanuel did stay. Matter of fact, he played a very key role in pushing that bill through. What Michelle has a problem with is that the bill is not what Obama originally meant for it to be. But that's politics. Most bills rarely are. Most bills at the time of signing rarely are what they were thought of in the mind of that particular politician who thought the bill up. It's just the way it is. But she was not celebratory along with Obama and his other staff members when they celebrated in their quarters. It caused a lot of friction between them. Not necessarily to their marriage, which is, of course, not in danger or anything, but it was just a lot of internal strife. As far as Rahm Emanuel is concerned, he felt that Obama should have made more concessions in the bill, which Obama did make some concessions. Of course, it's a matter of history now that Emanuel is the mayor of Chicago. But some of the things that I've written down a few notes regarding that. This kind of reminded me a little bit of the rivalry between Ronald Reagan's former chief of staff, Donald Reagan, and Nancy Reagan, his wife. They didn't get along. This had the base of this had to do with Reagan's handling of Reagan's reaction over the Iran-Contra scandal. After that, it was shortly after that Nancy began demanding his ouster. He did leave eventually, but he wrote a book where, in his memoirs, he talked about Nancy, and he made that very revealing quote, whereas that she pushed for Ronald to use astrology in his day-to-day operations in the White House. That is now legendary, but I kind of see the same thing. I see some similar parallels between that. Nancy Reagan accepted some very high-priced and fancy dresses as gifts, as donations. Michelle Obama wanted a budget where she could buy some new dresses. I say let the women, you only get 4 years at the least. Let the women have their dresses. Let them show out. But it seems like there is some additional friction between the White House staff and Michelle over that. She didn't get a chance to decorate the White House the way she wanted to. Didn't order, she wanted to do the place up, in her way that other first ladies have done. This wasn't taken quite as seriously. All in all, it seems like a pretty interesting book. I'm trying to get her on to my blog talk show, referring to Jodi Kantor, so I can, get it from the horse's mouth, so to speak. But remember, you'll be hearing more about the Obamas in the days and weeks to come because this probably will be also the start of a flood of Obama books that you'll be hearing about over probably between now and Election Day. Now, you know, you can take it or leave it. Spin it any way you can. Like I said, I'm still an Obama supporter. I'm not mad at you, Michelle or Barack. My name is Chris Stevenson. Thank you for watching Policy and Prejudice. Have a good week.